Hi friends, here we are, and we're going to be having some Space Ace fun tonight. We made some Guardian improvements. Let me show you real quick, and we'll see what we can do. Alright. So, we got Drax up to 18.5k, Groot up to 18.6. Mantis at 20.2 and Rocket Raccoon at 23.5. And we're also going to be using Yondu with the crew. And he's at 22.4k. So hopefully we've got the juice. Fingers crossed. I think we should be able to get it done. Depending on what the second half of that event node looks like. So let's see, shall we? Okay. Tier 5. Star-Lord, here we come. And I actually have... Oh, it doesn't show here. I've got a 5 red stars for Star-Lord waiting. So, let's get going. Alright, I think that's, yeah, that looks like good placement to me. And, so let's give it a shot. I think this is the last I'll do with Guardians for a while, at least. I'm going to pursue the Kree rework and work on those guys. Not only because it will help me get Fury easier, excuse me, I'm having trouble talking, not sure why, but they're fantastic. If you didn't see my video last night, go ahead and take a look, and you'll see how much better they've gotten. Very impressed by the Kree now. So, with that being said, we got Drax is flirting with each other, as usual, and here we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just speed it up. Go ahead and blind. Hopefully we get Yondu blind. Oh, Gamora's okay. I don't mind that. Sure can't complain. I was hoping we would get Yondu, though, so that we would ultimately miss, or that he would ultimately miss with his ultimate. But, what can you do? Sometimes not much. I'm hoping that Drax can survive the onslaught, but we'll have to see. Get him healed up. Everybody some regen, and we'll see what we can do here. Heal and immunity, I like that. Alright. Everybody's defense up. I don't think I'm gonna let his ultimate go just yet. That hurt a little, don't get me wrong. But overall I think we're okay. Drax is going to heal up, get a kill. Thought maybe 2, but, you know, you can't always get what you want. Finish Gamora. Oh man, this is going well. I'm hoping we can get it done. Now, nobody's got defense up, so here we go. Oh yeah. It is going well. It goes well. Hopefully we don't kill Groot. That would be unfortunate, to say the least. But, we'll see. Oh shoot. Looks like we're killing Groot, because that's all we can do. We don't have any other option, unfortunately. So, you gotta do what you gotta do. With that being said, so far I'd say it's going pretty well. And we may have ourselves a fantastic 5 Red Star Star-Lord here in the next couple minutes. So, that's very exciting. It's my second legendary character, besides, of course, Magneto. I'm a little scatterbrained. I'm getting too excited. I shouldn't celebrate already. Because I'm a very superstitious person, if you know me. So, don't want to jinx it. But we are 4 out of 12. That's it. Just some Ravager minions. That's all. Very exciting. And I think the last damage threat, I guess Gamora, or not Gamora, excuse me, Nebula is a little bit of a damage threat, but the most realistic damage threat, this Ravager Boomer, is now dead. Rest in peace. Not really, never liked you anyways. Not on my team. Sorry, guy. Alright. What's up? Big Bison JJ, thank you. It is nuts. I'm excited about it. When I pulled it, it's tough because I am overall, I'm going to end up going with the Kree for now, but I'll get Guardians there eventually. We're just going to have some fun because clearly with only 2 enemies left, it's in hand. Unless something crazy happens. Watch the game crash and I'll come back and the difficulty will have increased exponentially. Man, having Nebula on the other team is so annoying. Just, it feels like she's always got dodge up whenever I try to use her, because I think I've got her in the 15k range, so I'll try to use her at, you know, appropriate power levels in a blitz team and stuff. My Nebula never has dodge. It's just, it doesn't happen. But then when I play Nebula, always has dodge and counter. And looky there. We got Mr. Star-Lord. So let's crack him open and see. And I did get some gold in the quest to improve my Guardians enough to make this possible. So we're doing good on gold. I'll spend some on him, and I'm probably going to try to save some for Kree. I did get lucky with another gold orb, pulled another million last night. So that was very exciting. No red stars. How do you feel overall? Are you excited about having him or not so much? I'll take him to 50 like the other Guardians. Actually, what does it cost to go to 60? I don't mind 60. I still got 600k left. And 60 when I will make him ready when I want to gear him. So we'll do this. Throw some equips on. How are the rest of your Guardians? Are you working on them already, or did you just grab Star-Lord because you had the required characters? I think Star-Lord opens up a lot of options, and that's something I'm excited about as far as tech teams and etc. But like Like I said, I'm more excited about working on these Kree, to be honest, for me. First legendary, congratulations. And yeah, he is a great support character. I wish that he had better damage, but that would probably make it a little unfair, to be realistic. Okay. These weird random bubble things. And we picked up some energy through endless energy, so we're gonna go crazy and farm all these nodes for these improved unstable molecules. They're your secondary team. Oh wow. You're already at gear tier 10 though, that's pretty good. So do you have him ready to run with them on Blitz? Is he close enough? I guess tier 8, so not ideally close, but probably overall close enough, I would guess, to at least run him in Blitz. I would hope. 20k-ish. I'm hoping to get him in the area. I think they're geared tier 7-ish. So, probably won't make it tonight. That's okay. 15.7 for tier 6, though. I'm pretty impressed. Alright, we got our high roller milestones. So we can crack open a premium orb, at least one. Oh, here we go, 1 to 10%. Where does that put us? 80 out of 200, not bad. And, orbs. Here we go. Premium orbs. Yeah, oh, yeah, I've been hearing about the ore and, that other material I just farmed and how they just need a ton of it. Nebula, speak of the devil. Ooh, like that. Shield security, thank you. And, ooh, like that. Although, I think with the direction that the game is going, I think Night Nurse is probably an update or two away from being somewhat obsolete. Especially with Ultima 6 targeting support. And sometimes even specifically Night Nurse, it's tough to keep her alive. And I can't imagine that Ultima 7 is going to be any kinder to support characters, so I am not sure about her future viability at all. Alright, let me go ahead and let's farm some Kree, shall we? I'm going to farm their shards. And then we'll farm some gear as well. Oh, he doesn't have one, of course. She does not either. Sorry, I get in the habit of just kind of scrolling through because I was used to having only the minions powered up just for Fury, because before this update, the Kree minions really just existed to get Nick Fury. So I get in that pattern of clicking to the right and it clicking find and then looking for their node, and I always forget that Royal Guard doesn't have one either. Cyborg has 2 though. So hold on 1 minute. I have been working on getting my Miss Marvel to Gear Chair 11 for what feels like forever. So let me make sure that none of those materials are being used. No, it does not look like it. So I can go ahead and put that equip on. Actually, let me check the other. I apologize. Let me check this other side real quick. Okay, so I need 2 more of those. One more right there. Give me another, if you would, please. Would I like to share some of that campaign energy? If I could, my dear, I absolutely would. Because you're number 1. You're the absolute best. But unfortunately, as you know, I am currently unable to do that. So, sorry, dear. I think we just did it. Yes. Fantastic. 1 more. And we have to go back into farming these. I promise I will go back and farm Kree equips in a minute. Like I said, I have been working on getting this Miss Marvel where she needs to be for so long. Woo, 6 of 6. And I'm just pushing to get it done because after this she'll be 6664. After this raid season, I plan on maxing her passive for the 100% assist and using hero brawlers along with defenders. Who do I suggest using Minerva with? I think that there's a couple good options. You have the option to use her as a tech healer, and it kind of rounds out your tech team, because traditionally tech teams are the team that you come in with, you blow everything up real quick, and you get out. Not super great for raids just because they haven't had a healer. Now they do. So you can absolutely use her as a tech healer. But I would recommend, I'm going to agree with Big Bison here and say I would use her. I'm actually going to throw this on. Yeah, 4 times 2 is 8. 3 is 24. We're going to do it just to get her up a gear chair. Get your 10. Anyways, I would use her with the Kree, and I would use her with Ronin. I would go Ronin, Minerva, Royal Guard for sure. You've got to have that defense up, and it helps quite a bit to have the tank in there. And then for me, I'm using Reaper in there because I have a 6 red star Reaper. So, but other than that, Ronin has the ability to summon both Reaper and Noble. I would throw Noble in there to have a second character that can remove a positive effect, because obviously Ronin can. But having one more character in there just makes sure that if you're caught up against a Drax, you can always remove that taunt. But, so Noble is a recommendation for sure. And then let me go look at Cyborg, because I think if I didn't have a 6 red star Reaper, I would probably go Cyborg. Let me see what his skills change to. Okay, so if he gets a kill, it chains to an adjacent target and it grants ability energy. So you could use him to clean up. And then auto targeter didn't really change. And integrated system on enemy taunt, gain 30% chance offense up. Apply offense up to a Kree eye for 2 turns. So 2-turn offense up is nice. He's definitely in there for me then. Like I said, if I didn't have a 6 Red Star Reaper, I'd probably go Minerva, Ronin, Royal Guard, Cyborg, and Noble. Would be my choice. But kind of like Big Bison said, you definitely want to have Ronin in there, you want to have Minerva, you want to have Royal Guard. The other 2 minions, I'm not sure that they matter. If you don't have Minerva, Oracle is a decent enough substitute in the short term. And he'll get by. I would consider him serviceable, if that's the right term. But not great. If you have both Minerva and Ronin, I think it kind of negates Oracle's utility. Alright, we're going to get some more of these darn syringes. Everybody hates syringes because you always need a lot of them. And that is no good. Okay. So right now I'm kind of just farming stuff. I'm going to get Reaper up a ability, or excuse me, an equipment tier. And kind of go from there. And I might actually save some of this energy. Well, I don't want to save energy because then I won't regenerate overnight. Scratch that idea. Yes, Oracle does get some really good sustain, but you also have to think about damage, and I think having 2 healers is enough, whereas 3 might be overkill. Let me look at his skills real quick. We'll kind of go over that and talk through it, because why not? His passive does stack with Ronin. So whenever this character or an ally gains energy, heal them for 500 health, plus 5% of this character's max health. If that target is Ronin or a Kree minion, heal them for 1000 health, plus 10% of this character's max health. So yeah, it absolutely adds quite a bit of sustainability, but I like the balance of having Reaper in there, and Noble as well, because Noble's special is no joke at all. I'll look at it here in just a second. And he does have the ability to spread energy, which in turn, combined with Ronin, spreads heal. Come on, Ronin. Yep, whenever this character or Kree gains energy, they gain 10% speed bar and are healed. So, having Ronin and Oracle is smart. Personally, though, with having Minerva, I'm going to go with Noble and Reaper. But, that is why... Oh, excuse me. I'm actually going to try and do his health. Oh, man, we need more syringes. We're out of syringes. Give me syringes. I want this improved encoded data for my shield team. See if there's anything else nice in the supply shop here. Like that. Like that. Like that. Yeah, that might be it. Gotta have the advanced basic catalysts. Really the most important advanced material in my opinion. Probably the most... Oh, come on. Fine then. Let me crack open these basic orbs really quickly here. And, see how it goes. And then I'm actually going to jump into, I think for fun, I'll jump into Blitz real quick and run the new Guardians. See how that goes. And then I'm thinking I'll actually jump on 3 Times a Fool, which was created for this stream and content, and we'll do some Ultimus 5 raids with a 27k power team, which will make things very interesting, to say the least. Yep, we just need so many of those syringes to continue powering up. Agree, unfortunately. Oh, there we are, more phosphates. If you see advanced phosphates in the supply store, if you see them in the raid supplies, if wherever you see them, if you have the resources, buy them, because they are scarce. There's only 2 nodes that I know of that drop them. At least I only have 2 unlocked, and you need quite a few. Alright, let me see here. Oracle's a definite, but I don't know about the last one. I like Noble a lot. I would recommend Noble personally out of that group, especially if you don't have anybody with a scandalous amount of red stars. I would say Noble there. If you're asking me, if you're not, that's okay too. Let's see. Oh, I will, I already ran through her notes, didn't I? Yeah, I don't think I want to spend the power course to refresh that. So, it is that, speaking of events, it's Neighborhood Watch, so 2 times City Hero shards. So if you've already used your energy for the day, make sure when you get up tomorrow morning, if you're farming defenders, to get on that. And something that was suggested to me that seems to work is I will come and I'll come into an event and I will auto win the shard 1 time. I should say I'll auto win it 3 times, but I'll do it 1 time, 1 at a time. And if I don't get any shards from that, restart the game and try again, because it should be the double drop rate, and you should, within 3, theoretically get at least 1. So if that doesn't work out, like I said, do them 1 at a time, then restart your game and give that a shot. I've had mixed success with that, but everything helps, right? Oh, come on, where's my night nurse? There you are. Where have you been all my life, night nurse? I am not going to reset the game if it doesn't work out, because I don't want to mess with the stream. So whatever happens, no regrets. We got 8 out of a possible, let me see, 40. We got 8 out of 40, basically 1 out of 5. Let me go look at these other city heroes and see who else has nodes that I can farm. I farmed Night Nurse, farmed Miss Marvel. Does Spider-Man have nodes? I can't remember. No, he does not. Just Blitz. Other methods. So who else do we have here? He doesn't have nodes. I wish he did, but of course not. Gonna have to level them all for, yeah, you are gonna have to level them all for Furies. You might as well, yeah, I would level them all, and then you can kind of mix and match, throw them in, and decide. Realistically, I think that's the best option. You always want to have as many options as possible. Okay, I don't think I have any city heroes left that have farmable nodes, so that's a non-starter. Let me look at my Guardians roster real quick and see if I can farm some materials for them, because Drax is one. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Well, just because I can't farm phosphates yet, I will start farming the damage catalysts here. Yeah, you're going to need them all for Fury, and then if you lose one, you're going to have to change your playstyle a little bit, obviously, but you're going to have one in reserve. You're going to have two in reserve, which is great. It's always great to have options, especially in this game, you know, when you don't want to spend, which I don't blame you at all. It's fantastic to have options, to keep it cheap. Ooh, we got 8. So basically 4 out of the 5 that we ran there, which is good. Come on, we need one more. I'm tempted to try this Nexus node again. Let's see what we can do. See if the defenders are able to get it done. I think this might be a survival campaign mission where I have to keep somebody alive, and I think that's where I might have struggled, but we'll see. Yeah, gotta love the Captain America shards. They're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Alright. Yes, it is a very rare pull. I'm excited about it. Oh yeah, this is an easy win. Take out the operators first. I want to take out Red Skull quickly because he has his offense up buff. But yeah, this should be an easy win. I could probably almost auto-win this. But that wouldn't be any fun. So we're just kind of mopping up. Business as usual. I'm going to try and take out Ronan right away before he can heal anyone. And then Star-Lord before he gets an attack off. Bye, Star-Lord. Nice to see ya. Have a good life. But unless you're my Star-Lord, you get the business, my friend. And unfortunately for you, you are not my Star-Lord. So, no go. Alright, there it is. Easy 3-star. And we got our last advanced MRI. So as soon as I can farm some more phosphates, and I'll finish Miss Marvel first. But Drax is close to being able to go up in equipment tier, which is good. Oh, come on. I was just on Guardians. Let's see who else we can. Oh, man, we just need so many of these improved unstable molecules. So many. All of the improved unstable molecules, please. I think that's going to hold me back yet. Let me see if he has any equips that don't require them. I don't believe that he does. Nope. So I cannot increase Star-Lord anymore at this point. Not even going to use Gamora. So I'm not going to worry about that. Drax is ready except for phosphates. Let's see what good old Groot needs here. Oh, look, syringes. Already farmed all those. Shoot. More syringes. So that's a no-go. What about my girl Mantis? More phosphates. I just need phosphates and syringes. That's what I should have called the stream. Phosphates and syringes. It's just what I needed. It's just what the doctor called for. Okay. Let me go check out Spider-Man here. Oh, look, he needs more phosphates and syringes too. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I did farm all those nodes. So, let me keep looking. Nope, more phosphates. I share your hate for BioGear, and I'm glad that I'm not the only one. I'm sure that we're not alone because it's repetitive and frustrating. Kind of like when I'm working on my shield minions and they all need that little USB stick. Can't even think of what it's called off the top of my head, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about because there's very few nodes that you can even farm it from. And it just doesn't drop nearly as much as it feels like it should. And it's so frustrating. Oh wow, I got 3 for 3 on that 3 pull, so that was nice. It's a start. So as soon as I finish Miss Marvel, I'm going to work Spider-Man, and then all I need is Miles, and I'll be ready for Hero Brawlers along with Defenders. So that's exciting. And we'll get Kree going too. So let me run into Blitz real quick with the old Guardians team. And since we're just on tier 1, it's a little bit of a waste. But you know what? For science, that's what. Okay, let me see. Who do I want to find? I'll put Green in front. No, I don't want to put Green in front. I actually want to put Rocket in front. Because I want to have Star-Lord in the vicinity of Rocket. And then I will put Drax here to keep him alive, and then Groot next to him. And these are the Guardians. Yeah, I believe it, because there's only so many nodes. Blue BioGear is so frustrating. BioGear in general is just frustrating because I wish that they would, I really wish that they would change it up and add some variety in there. I think I've played this Yup person quite a few times. I see him all the time when I'm running low-level Blitz. Yeah, I don't understand why they would leave blue at a shortage like that. It's very confusing because I feel like if anything they should give less purple nodes instead of less blue. That would make sense to me, would it not? I'm gonna go ahead and blind old Deadpool here. And we're actually going to stun Hulk. And like I said, these guys are obviously not super comparable in power level to the Guardians that I have. So we're going to clean up. And I'm excited about it. I don't know how you guys feel. But just kind of having some fun. Got some energy flying around there. Goodbye, Deadpool. Nice to know ya. Not really, though. I am impressed by how hard Groot hits. He hits like a Mack truck. And I think he has to, because otherwise he's worthless, let's be honest. In a lot of ways, even now, outside of the Guardians, he doesn't serve a ton of purpose, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong. He has his place, But outside of the Guardians, I would consider him underwhelming. All right, so now I hope you guys are ready for some completely overmatched Ultimus 5 rating, because I'm going to jump on 3 times a Fool, and we're going to see what we can do. I'll get that campaign energy real quick. So I'm going to disappear here as far as gameplay while I switch accounts, and we'll be ready momentarily. As I was saying last night, I'm very impressed with the direction that the game is going. I hope that they continue on the same track, and it's fun. It's enjoyable to play with teams that would play together in the movies, to play with the Guardians of the Galaxy, to play with the Defenders, even though, you know, obviously those are only series on Netflix right now. But it's fun to use teams that you would actually use. Okay. We got our raid rewards, which I'm excited about because it allows us to power up. 10% block amount, damage, which is not super exciting yet, and then damage. So I'm going to go with the block amount. In my opinion, that's the best move because I want to make security into a crazy tank. Oh, here we go. I'm actually going to bring his basic up because I'm going to use it more often than crowd control, and I'll hit crowd control next time around. No big hurry on that. Okay. So, since we do have double City Hero drop, let's farm them, shall we? Oh, come on. 4 out of a possible 20. So not great. But it happens. I'm going to go down to Iron Fist here. The plan is to run primarily shield team, shield minions, but to have defenders as a backup because then I've got all my game modes covered. Oh, I did not even realize that I had already farmed today. I must have done that this morning when I was half asleep. I don't have the power cores to refresh that, unfortunately. So I guess we're going to see if we can't farm her some gear, and she is 1 piece of gear away from the next equipment tier. So, ooh, 2 in a row. I like it. First try, nope. Second try, nope. Third try, nope. 4th time's a charm, nope. Out of energy. Okay. Got our alpha keys, we got campaign energy. We'll run a quick arena battle and, oh, hey, Yash, what's up, man? Oh. Let me turn that back on. Thank you for the heads up. Which raids are bugged? I know the raid rewards were bugged, but are the actual raids not working? What's Alpha 4 doing? Thanks for coming, by the way, Yash. It's good to have you, man. I apologize, I forgot to turn the screen back on, so I farmed some equipment and character shards off screen. Keeps crashing? Oh. Yeah, I've had trouble with raids crashing, mostly in Ultimus recently. I haven't had trouble with Alpha 4 yet, as far as crashing. Alright, let me pull my orbs real quick, and then we'll jump on U5. with my severely underpowered shield minions. But it's always worth a shot, right? What is that? Interesting. Obviously a special material. But I'm not even quite sure who it's for. Ooh, those will be very helpful in the future. Let me check raid supplies. Anything that I particularly need? Oh, I'm going to pick those up. Because all of my shield minions use those. And we got either a premium or a gold orb here, I believe. Gold orb it is. 1 million. Come on. Or 5 million. Somebody bring me luck. Who's gonna bring me luck? Volunteer quickly. And nobody volunteered. That's okay. You shouldn't have volunteered because I got the bare minimum. And I would have been mad at you. Yeah, this is the alternate. This is my third account. I have Foolproof, I have Foolproof Reborn, and I have 3 times a Fool. Because obviously I can't get enough. Oh hey, whoever else runs this weak lane with me left the first nodes open. So thank you. Shout out to whoever that is. Am I arranging my shield minions correctly? Yash, all I've been told is that I need to have Trooper next to security, which makes sense. But do you have recommendations as far as placement? Looks good? Okay, let's see what happens. Normally I get through this first node and I have to bring out the second team for the second node to finish it off. But normally we get about 2 nodes into Ultimus 5. As I said, we're a little underpowered, but we have fun. Would absolutely recommend shield minions to anyone starting the game, and that will take up your hero side, and then as soon as you can, jump on the Kree minions because they got a big old buff, and they are now fantastic. They went from serving one purpose to get Nick Fury to being one of the better teams right now. Yeah, I'm going to start, as soon as I'm able, I will start farming Kree minions. Oh man, I hate Hulk at a low level because the only one I have that can remove a positive effect, I guess I have 2. Shield Assault can remove on his special with a crit, and she has a 75% chance to clear his taunt. But otherwise, he's a meat shield, and he just eats... I'm actually going to stun him. He just eats damage for everybody else. But having both operative and medic, I can take quite a bit of damage and not worry too heavily. There are theoretically better ideas than finishing off Hulk, but it still is only Ultimus 5 and he's pretty much dead. So I figure I'll take him out and then we'll get Star-Lord, who's really the biggest threat left here now. And now from here, now that I chipped into Thor pretty good, I'm going to use basics to get my ability energy back for the next raid node, and we'll see if we can't finish 2 nodes with just the shield minions. I think now that we've improved some, we've got a good shot, I would guess. So, that is exciting. It's strange to struggle in Ultimus 5. It's been such a long time on either of my other accounts since I've struggled in Ultimus 5 that I'm getting used to struggling a little bit again. Because as you've seen, back on Sunday Funday, I can run Ultimus 5 on auto with Foolproof Reborn, so kind of just going through the motions. Very excited to start Ultimus 6 on that next raid season, just because it's a 1 login type deal. You knock down 2-3 nodes and you call it a day. You get your rewards. Now, I may have to pick up some slack at the beginning with the defenders that I have, because I'm not sure the alliance that we have is ready yet, but that's okay. That's why we do what we do. I'm going to try and pull his taunt off, because I would rather put damage on Drax than a defense up Royal card, personally. Ouch, that hurt. But that's okay. I'm hoping we have the sustainability to make it through this node. If not, I get the feeling it's going to be close. We're going to do probably much better than we have in the past. Because normally this second node, we're pretty much knocked out by now on other days that I have done this, so. And it looks like we may be locked in a little bit of a battle of attrition, and just kind of seeing who can stay alive the longest. And I'm hoping I've got the juice. Keep putting damage on, which is great. We do need Medic's heal to be ready, because security will taunt again soon when somebody drops below that 50% and effectively kill himself. Now, I don't have much of an option here, because either way Royal Guard's going to counter. I'm going to use the basic and hope to stay alive, because if I use the special, then Nebula will hit as well, and that's no good. So we're just kind of putting in damage, doing our thing. We may actually run out of time. It wouldn't surprise me at this point to run out of time. Fortunately, we're down security, and when you're down security, it kind of starts to fall apart. Ooh, ouch. The new Guardians, no joke. And how are you hosting me? How does that work? Oh, well, we'll talk about this later. It'll be okay. These things happen. All right. Let's get my second team out. The almost defenders, soon to be defenders, and see if we can't finish the node. Maybe. It's worth a shot, right? Yeah. I've been doing Ultimus 5 on Reborn to help out with the other alliance for a while now, but before that, it had been a while since I did Ultimus 5. It's funny because I remember when I first started 6, I used to love 5. Because 6 was so hard. That's what she said, by the way. And now I cannot get enough of 6, and I really strongly dislike 5. Oof. I don't know if we're going to finish this node or not. It's not looking super promising at this juncture. But maybe we'll get lucky and Crossbones will boom. Boom! It's like I've said before in stream, sometimes you just gotta boom on them. It's like in basketball when you're down by 50, but the one guy that can dunk gets a steal, runs down there, and just booms on him. You just gotta boom on them. It's important. And it's also fun. Let's get the old finish here. Ooh, Luke Cage has got pretty much full health. Yeah, even at is it raid node with Sentry? Is it? It's not the Unseen Hand, is it? Right before Electra. So Electra is Bled Dry. Before that is Alive Pool. Alive Pool did me dirty today. And I have 195k defenders. I actually rage killed Alive Pool earlier because it knocked out Luke Cage and Punisher, and I was furious. So, needless to say, I healed them up and took them down. I don't even think I'm going to use my health packs at this point because I don't have a great chance at beating this third node, and I want to save them for when I'm in a little bit better spot as far as my shield minions. So I'm actually going to run a quick arena match. Might even just throw it on auto because I can. And then we'll probably wrap up for the night. Let me see. I hate playing Hulk so much. I really do. Let's try Commander the One here. 220k defenders, that makes sense. Right now my defenders are all gear tier 11, so if I brought them up to 12, it would take a long time, but I think I'd be getting through Ultimus no problems, all one shot. Probably would very rarely die. It's just, I'm trying to keep the roster wide, and excuse me. And I'm working on other teams right now, and for the most part, the defenders serve me. They serve their purpose, and they do a good job. Now, RNG happens more than I would like, but what can you do? You just got to do the best with what you have, realistically. I'm excited our alliance is picking up a player that has 220k Fury Shield. I am super jealous. Can't even lie. Wish I could lie and be like, oh, it's not that cool. It's pretty cool. I want it really bad, and I will get there someday, I am sure, but it's a pain to gear up the Shield minions because they're all skill characters, and so they use all the same equipment. And you know the drill. I'm sure you've experience the frustration. at having to farm the same nodes and very quickly being out of opportunities to farm for those equips. So, pretty easy. Easy arena win. And we're going to grab our daily objectives for that. See if we have 500 arena credits to get closer to unlocking Daredevil. And, oh, excuse me, we have 100, we're only going to have 350. So, tomorrow morning. Oh, hey, we got 88 energy. What are we going to use that on? Well, there we go. Good. Don't want to do 3, but we can do 2. Oh man, we're 1 short too. Oh, here. Supplies. Yes! Yes! We did it. One more piece of equipment closer to the next tier. Alright. Well, I think that's it for me for the evening. Thank you guys for coming. As always, if you like what you see, if you're on Twitch, feel free to follow me. Going at least 4 days a week. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Always comment, like if you're on YouTube. Whatever you want to do. Do all of the above. And I will catch up with you guys next time.